underground, I fell down. Yeah, I fell down. I'm freaking out, so where am I now? Upside down, and I can't stop it now. You can't stop me now. I'll get by. I'll survive. When the world's crashing down, when the bottom hit the ground, I will turn myself around. Don't you try to stop me. I won't cry. I found myself in Wonderland. Get back on my feet again. Is this real? Is this pretend? I'll take a stand until the end. I'll get by. I'll survive. When the world's crashing down, when the bottom hit the ground, I will turn myself around. Don't you try to stop me. I won't cry. I'll get by. I'll survive. When the world's crashing down, when the bottom hit the ground, I will turn myself around. Don't you try to stop me. I won't cry.
Hey, what's up, you guys? Sonic1245 here. Welcome back to GSA Forever. And today we are starting a new book. This is called What You Don't Know. And this will be the new book because Strange Fate was all over. Alright, so here is the description of the book. And, who is this by? I don't know who this is by exactly. Is by What Is Love? Yeah, so this book is by What Is Love. I'll put a link to this book in the description if you guys want to read along with me. Alright, so the info of this book. Alright, so this is what the description said. Jay struggles coping with the loss of his parents in a car accident until he meets a boy that flips his whole world around and teaches him how to be happy. So we have Jay and then some other boy. I don't know who is who. Alright, What You Don't Know. Chapter 1. Friday. Jay's point of view. It was a chilly autumn night when my sister dragged me along to some party. I'd never been to an actual high school party like the ones you see in movies. My sister and I needed to get out more, and I wasn't seeing enough daylight or letting myself have enough fun since Mom and Dad died. She said all of her senior friends were coming and I couldn't miss out on this party. Since it was the first one of the school year, so she dragged me along. And I let her because it seemed like she wanted to help me so I could shove that away. When we arrived, there were already several cars parked outside of the stranger's house. My sister turned down the music and pulled the key out of the ignition. She looked over at me and let out a small sigh. I guess she could tell I was regretting letting her bring me here. I flinched at the sound of yells and loud laughter from inside. When my gaze of her, she offered a warm smile and told me not to act so nervous. I nodded and pulled a small smile. She accepted my effort. After stepping inside, I stood by the door and looked around everyone. There were people rolled over laughing on the floor, girls gossiping in the corner, guys joking around and shoving each other a little too hard. My sister had already left my side, chatting with some dudes holding their beer bottles. The smell of alcohol made me feel nauseous, so I sat against the wall, cross-legged. I hoped no one would come over or notice me. One of the tall guys was talking to my sister and shouted, "Game time!" Everyone get in a circle. I hugged my knees to my chest, thinking that maybe if I looked smaller, no one would realize I was here and pull me over. I felt a tug on my arm and looked up and saw my sister smiling and say, "Come on, Jay." I was forced to stand abruptly and almost lost my balance when my sister was pulling me so hard. I let a small nervous laugh, and that sat between my sister and a drunk guy that had been flirting with her since she walked in. His blue eyes reminded me of her dream boys. She had told me all the things that would do once he asked her out. I wish my sister knew how much she deserved. My eyes glided over the faces around me. They were pretty girls, good-looking guys, but I had no interest in getting to know these people. I recognized a couple of juniors from my school. I didn't know their names, nor did I really have the urge to ask them. Brandon, Carly's dream boy, finished the last sip of his beer and placed it in the middle. "Spin the bottle," he announced, his lips slowly forming a crooked smile. The smell of beer made my stomach turn. My eyes scanned the circle of people and he winked at a few of the blonde gossiping girls. My eyes glued to the bottle and silently panicking, imagining it land on me and spun over, and there were been about 6 rounds, and I still hadn't got chosen. I was lucky. There were about 25 of us. My sister got to kiss Brandon, and I was afraid Brandon wasn't going to remember it because he was so drunk. Maybe it was better if he didn't remember. At least then Carly realized that to him, that she's just another girl. After their kiss, 2 girls leaned in a French kiss. Although they both made a disgust face, the guys seemed to enjoy their little scene. And maybe the girls did too, secretly. My eyes fell back to the bottle, and I realized... Brandon smirked and leaned over to spin the bottle again for my partner. My eyelids... my bad, I just skipped something. My eyelids lifted as the bottle stopped moving. I felt a jolt in my stomach when I looked and realized why everyone was staring at me. Brandon smirked and leaned over and spun the bottle again for my partner. So much has been a lucky unchosen one. Don't stop reading, okay? Thanks. Oh, here. I know I don't talk very much, or at least or as much as to do to me. But I just want to know, I think of you all the time, and you're saying no matter what you're doing, your smile makes me melt every time I see it. Your laugh, I fear that my heart is gonna stop because the sound is overwhelming. Beautiful. I wish I could tell you everything I thought about you, but neither of us have enough time for that. I'm not the best with words, but I want you to know I really love you. Jay. Alright, that is the end of this chapter. I know it's short. Usually books on Quote-Up are relatively short. But I will be reading from after they kiss. So I'll be reading the last part of this chapter, and then I'll be rereading chapter 2. So I hope you guys have a great day, and until next time, I hope you guys have a great day, and until next time, gays, okay, just ask the GSA. Mwah.